Hello people, it is still early Tuesday morning, about 2 o'clock, 2:05 a.m., March 16th, 2010. And I just can't quite, I'm not ready to go to sleep yet, so I figured what the hell, I'll document myself putting in these fans in Kevin's PC. So, and while I'm doing this, I can also reiterate, go over again once more how to clean the built-in fan filters for you guys with this case. This goes for the Antec Solo. There's a couple of other Antec cases. Basically, if the front looks like this, even if it's white, then chances are you have a built-in fan filter that you need to clean out monthly to keep your computer running cool and happy. So, in order to do that, to clean the air filter, you take off this side panel first, and there are two thumb screws, one here at the bottom, one here at the top, and these are spring-loaded and permanently attached to the door, so you just basically unscrew it till it pops out. There's the top one, here's the bottom one, unscrew, popped out, and then the door swings out this way and it just comes right off. And oh, there we see the inside of Kevin's beast once again. And so then your next step is to open the front door. This is actually a door, and so there's three little tabs here. You can see one here, and one at the bottom. And what you do is you pull, get your finger behind them and pull just ever so slightly to release all three of them and open the door. And you might have a little bit of difficulty with them popping back, but it shouldn't be too much. It's not working exactly like I want to because I have it propped up on this box. So there we go, I got all three of them popped loose now. And the door swings open almost to 90 degrees. If you swing it open to 90 degrees, it'll probably pop off the hinges, especially if you have it like I do. And if you haven't dusted your PC in a while, you will typically see an accumulation of dust all around that grill there you see. Once again, on either side of the front panel is where the case pulls in all the air that it pulls in. If you block those grills, or they get blocked up, or if you put your case in a cubby hole and those grills are blocked, then your case cannot pull any fresh air in, and it'll get hot real fast. So here we go. Here's the front of the case without the door. And now I'm going to tilt this up just for demonstration purposes, but you don't need to normally. Just to show you, here's the fan filter. This fan filter is very easily removed. There's two tabs here, one here and one down here. And you basically push in on the tabs. It helps if you have two hands. There we go. And as you can see there, it kind of swings out like a door too, and they just come off. And like I said, I rinse them under warm water. You could always take your vacuum cleaner and just suck them off. And then you might want to take your vacuum cleaner, especially after 3 or 4 months, and either use a shop vac or air compressor and blow out this area right here if it's got a lot of dust and crud all over it, or use your vacuum cleaner and suck out all the fine dust that made it through this fan filter. Putting the fan filter back is just as easy. Just remember that the smooth side is the back side. So you line up the two holes and just snap the filter back in. 1, 2, and the filter is back on. All you gotta do is put the door back on, line up the hinges, put the door back on, and then put the side panel back on. Now I'm going to take this fan filter back off because I need access to the screw holes so I can put the fans in. And here are Sanyo Dinky fans. These are actually branded Link Depot, but I'm pretty sure they're Sanyo Dinky. These are ball bearing fans. I like ball bearing fans because even though after a few years they'll tend to get a little noisy, not overly so, but they'll last pretty much forever in a dusty environment. Whereas if you opt for the cheaper sleeve bearing fans, they run quieter at the beginning of their lifespan than your typical ball bearing fan, but they have a much shorter lifespan. You're talking maybe a year or two, 3 years at the top, before a typical cheap sleeve bearing fan will fail on you, versus a double ball bearing, which will last almost forever. So yeah, I like the ball bearing fans. Let's see if these things came with screws or not. If not, no big deal. I got plenty of fan screws. Now with most fans, you can tell which way air blows. There are usually arrows pointing on the side that will point in the direction of airflow. But sometimes, like in the case of these fans, there are no arrows. But one universal fact holds true. The side with the sticker on it that doesn't move, and the side that has these supports for the fan, this is the exhaust side of the fan. This is the one that blows air this way, this direction. This is the exhaust side of the fan. The side of the fan that moves, is the intake side of the fan. So the direction of airflow is, with me holding the fan this way, would be from left to right. It would be blowing air towards the right. So just remember, this air blows this way on your fans. Always this side with the sticker and the supports is always the exhaust side of the fan. So the way we want these mounted in this little fan cage here is we want them mounted this way so that they will blow air through, or suck air from the front of the case and blow it over the hard drives. As you can see, there's Kevin's 750 gig Western Digital Black hard drive. These fans will blow air over the hard drives, keeping them cool, blow air over the video card, helping to keep it cool, and helping with the overall feng shui of the case. I just wanted to say feng shui, but with the overall airflow. Airflow comes in, passes over the video card, and then gets sucked out by this big 120mm fan back here and blows out of the case. It also gets sucked out by a 120mm fan that's on the power supply right here at the bottom, and blown out the back of the power supply. But you never ever do you want to rely on just your power supply to cool your case. Your power supply fan is meant to cool the power supply. It's not meant to provide airflow for your entire case. You always want to have an exhaust fan in the back of your case somewhere. So let me get these fans mounted. Typically, the case fans did not come with screws, but that's no big deal. I always keep extras around. So here we are. If I can just find my screw driver, I can get these fans put in.